Hello, hello everyone. how how early did you get that first? It looks like it was claimed immediately from my perspective. Anyways, hi, hello. If okay, first things first. If things sound strange, please tell me. OBS updated and my audio mixer looks very different, and I do not like it. So I'm having a harder time telling if if things are muted or not. So can you hear me and can you hear the music? Thanks. Yeah, as soon as the stream was open, because you got there after Saribot, but before the first ad break, which is like in the first minute. No, we can't hear you. Okay, great. I'm so glad. Anyways, as you can see, we're doing eevee resets. These are going to be very straightforward. You click at a button, you pick the eevee, you look at it. As you might be able to see or might not, I have 1,400 encounters. Maybe a little loud. Okay, I'll turn it down a little. It's down a little. Is that better? Eevee. Yeah, this is, terribly straightforward. It's arguably more straightforward than the a bit better. Do you need it to be quieter? I know I hate when music is super loud. But I have a difficult time telling. Because I have everything quiet. It's good? Okay, perfect. I could also turn me up, I guess, or move my microphone a little closer. Whatever. But yeah, the one annoying thing about this hunt is A, having to press B every single time you open or that you claim eevee, so that you don't nickname it, because that just wastes time. We're gonna be taking a trip back to Lavender Town if I get it, but that's not terribly likely. It's also the pressing B when you open the game, because as far as I know, there's no way to disable the recap, I guess, which is an interesting feature. I kind of like it in theory. It kind of reminds me of, yeah, harkening back to old conversation, Resident Evil, because doesn't it do a thing where it's like, oh, last time you did this, and it's like a little blurb of what happened in the story? It's kind of like that, but I don't need that. I already kind of forgot where I came from. Oh, wait, and Lavender Town's gonna be so much easier because now that we're in Celadon, we have the T. We can go through Saffron. Oh yeah, because I was checking ever since I left Route 3, I felt a little bit of remorse because since I had to walk so far from Lavender to get to Lavender and then to here, I'm like, wait a minute, this is like a lot through the game. And wait a minute, don't you have to do all of like the Silphco to get the flute? Oh shit. I'm gonna be finishing a lot of the game with 3 Pokemon. Oops, my bad. So that's my remorse. My remorse is I'm gonna do all the story shit with only 3 team members. And we're all weak to rock. We're fucked. And none of them can learn surf. It's fine, it's fine. I made the decision. It's not my fault I don't know how Kanto works. All right, it's been too long. Anyway, see these encounters also go fast, although they are slower than the wild encounters. Although hopefully, well, I was gonna say hopefully wild encounters should be faster now that I have the bike. However, I'm going to be doing repel tricks, presumably, for every single one of my other hunts, which means that the encounter rate is going to be lower, so that probably cancels it out. Anyway, wait, the Pokeflute thing was like, oh wait, I couldn't even backtrack to Route 3 if I wanted to, because I would have to go through Diglett Tunnel or I would have to fly, and I don't know when you get fly. It's unlocked behind a badge, and I'd prefer not to get a badge. What badge is it? Actually, where is Fly? Request for spoilers, where is Fly? I would have to fly there, or I would have to go through Diglett Tunnel, I think, which you need to talk to Snorlax for, I think, and if not, ignore me. Tell me that I'm being dumb. It's okay. Yeah, the last Kanto game I would have played is fucking Let's Go, which does it even have HMs? I don't... Wait, it does, but Pikachu gets them. Whatever. I also have, like, kind of a massive headache right now, but it's fine. I have no idea why. I'm also super sore because I did a lot of yard work because it's finally spring. Yippee. I say yippee, but I really like winter. But you know what I also like? Plants. I like my plants. And you know what I don't like? Weeds. And grass. I hate grass. I am grass' biggest hater. Okay, probably not. There's probably, like, nature scientists that hate grass more than I do. But I hate grass. Why do I hate grass? Grass likes to grow everywhere else that my plants are trying to grow. And it is so hard to yank it out of the ground. Have you ever tried to pull out a clump of grass? It sucks. And you get dirt all under your nails. But that's a lot of what I was doing. We have other weeds and stuff, like... I don't even know what they are. Oh, dandelions for sure. Those ones are also so annoying. Because they have, like, one root. And it's huge, and it goes straight down. And because it's kind of fragile, you try to pull up the plant, and the root breaks. So it's still there, and I realize that it's probably intentional on the part of the plant so that it can grow back. But I don't like it. I don't like it because that means that the dandelion is gonna grow back. And that means dandelions are gonna get everywhere, and they're gonna eat up everything. That's why I don't like the weeds, okay? Weeds are fine, but they kill literally everything else. They spread so fast. They will kill everything. Just kid, a cow. We do not have the space for a cow. If anything, we'd have the space for a chicken. Although, a couple years back, I want to say it was sometime in the pandemic years, but I'll be honest, I don't fucking remember. One of our neighbors had a pig, I think. We think that they might have some sort of, like, foster situation with the dogs. I think they just have a lot of dogs. I don't think they should have those dogs, but what do you know? Anyways, the thing is that they had a pig. And it was like, hang on, that's a really weird looking... That's a really weird looking dog. Wait, hold on. I think they have a fucking pig. Anyway, they don't have the pig anymore, so take that as you will. The chicken would not be for frying. It would be for egg. And it would be for eating those fucking weeds. And it would be, no, chicken, don't eat my broccoli, no! Egg! Yeah, egg. And a lot of stick picking upage because we have a lot of trees. Egg. Oh wait, hello everyone. I don't know if I said that. Hi. I might sneeze. But yeah, here I am just filling up a shit ton of yard waste with all these fucking weeds. And so my legs are really sore. My soon-to-be arthritis knees before I'm in my 30s. That's what it feels like. Hello, Goober. Hello. You. No. I was gonna say it back, but I don't know if you'd want it said back. So, hello. End sentence. Oh yeah, I also planted a fuck ton of seeds. Like a ton of seeds, and we have this like tent thingy set up. Where I can keep them, and they can have light, but they're not gonna be in the freaking cold because it's cold outside. And we got a ton. We got like flowers, we got vegetable singular, we're gonna get more. But right now we just have broccoli, and we have some herbs. It is a lot of flowers. You can say it back, or chud is funny too. Okay, question. Why is chud becoming popular lingo again? I say again, was it ever popular? It was popular in my household because my dad would say it referencing the movie. Isn't it a movie? They're like cannibal underground or humanoid underground dwellers. That's what I know it as. Why are y'all saying it now? Because I've noticed it. Is this a TikTok thing? Is this a TikTok thing that I'm too not TikTok pilled to understand? It depends on the person in different contexts. Okay, but like, where did it come from? Where did it go? I'm not hip with the kids. To be fair, I never was. Cotton Eye Joe, exactly. You understand. I'm glad we understood. Wait, that's 2 female Eevee in a row, I think. Yippee! Oh yeah, wait, if I get a female Eevee, if I get a shiny female Eevee, I mean, you can be excited for non-shiny female Eevee, but if it's a shiny female Eevee, be extra excited, because that's rarer. Why? I don't know. Actually, is it because of how DVs worked? Probably. Because in the older games, Pokemon's gender was determined by their DVs. Which is probably why starters were the way that they were, and I imagine that also carries over to Eevee because it's like it's a pick-upable. And then they just kept it because they hate women or something, I don't know. No, it's because of how Eevees work. I'll be here all week. Oh, so we don't want there to be women? I wish I knew, but I saw it from memes. Okay. Understood. Because that's how I understand most lingo. I'll see other people saying it and being like, okay. No, it's an Eevee. Oh. No, it's okay. I didn't understand. I understand now. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Ah! Anyway. If we want to brainstorm Eevee names, we can do that. Brain go, bleh. Don't worry, my brain is also go, bleh. Water drink, and my water bottle's empty. Oh yeah, by the way, Eevee will become like gray. It'll be extremely obvious, but also, isn't it so cool how the border changes? Because the shinies have a blue border, and these ones have a purple border. That's so cool. Is that a thing in any other game? If it is, I don't know what it is. Like, if it's in Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald, I wouldn't know. I've never found a shiny there. So I'm, like, low-key looking at the border before I hit the reset. I might be resetting a little too fast, but whatever. These are fast and chill, and I can do them one-handed. So yippee. Which is good, because my other hand, oh my god. My other hand was cramping so bad. I've never played any Pokemon game. Fair enough. We're looking for an Eevee that's a different color. That's the TLDR. Oh yeah, wait, it was cramping because I was like, all right, let me do what I said I was gonna do. I played a little bit of Kirby's Epic Yarn on my 3DS, and I got through the first world with all the gold medals and all the items. But I noticed as I was like finishing up Weird Woods, I'm like, wait, my left hand hurts. Why? Why the heck is Flareon shiny so good in 3 and 5, and then Gen 6 it becomes Ultra Saiyan? I've been saying that shit. It looks so good in Gen 4 specifically. That one's my favorite, but I like all of them, and it's because they just changed Flareon's colors. Flareon looks different. It's more orange. But it's also like a lot of Pokemon just changed colors from Gen 5 to Gen 6, and it's because they heavily desaturated a lot of them. They're just a lot less vibrant. It's weird. Oh, if you want to get mad, look at Drapion. Oh, speaking of one-handed, mouse controls with EO are impeccable. Etrian Odyssey? Oh, okay, because you're emulating it. I see. I see. I only know Vaporeon from the memes and Sylveon for my friend. I mean, I feel bad for Vaporeon because Vaporeon is just like a cool mermaid. Why do people have to sexualize the dog? Don't sexualize the dog. And also, its shiny is so cute. It's like raspberry colored. More purpley raspberry colored. I love it. Gen 4 Shiny Flareon looks like its normal type Eevee evolution. I love it so much. Specifically, I like its Diamond and Pearl Sprite. So I got 2 of them in Platinum, but like kind of the same. But like also sometimes they just change colors genuinely, thinking about Gligar, who is different colors in like every single game until Gen 6. And it's kind of funny. But it's also really weird. Why didn't they pick it? I think in Diamond and Pearl, maybe? It's the one where the base form looks a lot more blue than normal, so the normal one looks like the shiny. It's very weird. And yeah, a lot of Pokemon got nerfed in terms of colors in the 3D transition. I've been mad about it forever. I'm trying to think of who the worst victims are. No, that's mean, but it's not actually. It's just true. I'm just thinking of the ones that, like, got model nerfs. Like, Typhlosion got a model nerf, Electros got a model nerf. Who got a color nerf? I mean, Drapion. Been over this. And you know what? Diamond Pearl is purple, Platinum is blue, Heart Gold, Soul Silver is pink. Okay, I was thinking of the Platinum one then. But yeah, it changes colors so many times. It's weird. But it's kind of funny. Anyway, wow, I've already done 50 resets. See how fast this is? Fuck, let's go. I want a yellow Gligar and Weewa. Wait, what? And then green Gligar? Oh, okay. And then red Gligar? I would kill for a red Gligar. I love Gligar. I love how last year, and it really was last year, I kind of just decided on a bunch of new faves. I was thinking about Why Not today. Because I wanted to draw Why Not in situations, and I'm like, why the fuck do I like Why Not now? I don't know. But I do. I also got one in Pokemon Sleep. Yeah! And it's shit! That thing is so bad in that game, apparently, and I do not care. I caught it, and I was excited. Because it's cute. And weird. My glowing, strange, multicolored vegetables in my Glide Garden. Oh my god, that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me later this year, when I have all my vegetables growing. And fruits, I guess, if you want to be like that. Wait, no, they're all fruits. Cucumber's a fruit and tomato's a fruit, but I don't care. Zucchini is not a fruit, is it? Oh my god, I was so mad. Fruit, yeah, they're gay. No, because I was cooking stuff earlier and I spilled gochujang all over my freaking slipper. And it's not coming out. So now they're stained forever. I'll just probably embroider over them or something, but it's still annoying. And I also made way too much pasta for the sauce that I made. So I just had to add in a bunch of shit so that it would taste like anything. Eat them? I'm not eating my slippers. They've been on the ground. Ew. Also, I need them. Otherwise, I would be walking on the ground with less barrier. I'm gonna die. Yeah, gochujang is gonna be hard to get out. Yeah, as soon as I got it, I'm like, I'm resigning myself. That shit's not coming out. At least the slippers are, like, boring and gray. So it doesn't matter that much, but it's like, damn it. I got these recently. But if they hadn't been on the ground, you would eat the slipper, I would be more open to it. And I'm like, well, I could wash it. And then it's like, okay, well, if I washed it, then I wouldn't be able to use them. And you're like, well, if you're gonna eat them, you're not using them. And I'll say, fair point. No, you're right, you're right. But I would still rather use them than eat them. I could just eat like a random towel. They're both fabric. That's basically the same. It would be like eating moss. I was thinking about it so hard because we have a lot of like moss just growing on rocks and on our little walkway to the door. And I'm like, this moss looks so... I just want to bite it. I want to bite it so bad. But I don't know if it would be good for me. And I'm like, it'd probably be a bad idea. But it looks so yummy. But it's also so pretty and I don't want to kill it. I already feel bad enough about killing all the weeds. Stream currently less than half an hour in and we're already talking about eating moss, slippers, and towels section. Oh boy. No. You don't even understand. I've been on my towel equals moss eating for years. Just in my brain. Being like, man, moss looks like it would chew so good in my mouth. But I don't want to put it in my mouth. Because what if it's bad? And I don't want to kill it. So I'm like, well, towels are kind of, sort of, a little, they look a little like moss. Like, a little bit, kind of, sort of, so I could just chew on a towel. It makes sense. It checks out. Is it better than talking about which pocket monsters we'd eat? And I'd have to say, Bronzong again. What? God forbid I get a little quirky. I say something has a nice looking chewable texture. Sorry that I just want to chew on something. No, I shouldn't chew on my metal yarn needle. I'm gonna hurt my teeth. I was spinning it around. I can't do that. I'd rather not fuck up my own teeth. They don't have insurance. Zooble, oh my god. That's a perfect segue. I started watching it today. Zooble and the Amazing Digital Circus looks tasty. They do. I was gonna say they all look tasty, but no they don't. Yeah, so I've watched 2 episodes. 2. I was gonna watch more, but it was late. And also, I was reading Chainsaw Man earlier, which I have not read the ending, so don't say it to me. I'm like halfway through part 2. But yeah, since the one episode came out a couple days ago and I've seen constant posts about it, I'm like, okay, fine. Fine, I'll check it out. I'll see what it's about. I don't know what I think about it so far, but I like Ragatha. Chainsaw Man gets a shiny Eevee and turns it into a Vaporeon. Don't say that. My boy Denji would never do that. I'm sad. I'm sick and ill of everyone calling Denji a fucking gooner. First of all, it's not even true. And I have thoughts about that. Second of all, y'all can't fucking read. That's the TLDR of why I'm mad. Y'all can't read. I hate the way that people use the word gooner because it's not even what it means, and people are just using it to like shame any expression of sexuality, and it's cringe. I can't read? Maybe. It feels like a lot of Chainsaw Man fans refuse to engage in reading comprehension, and it's very strange. So my friend is more caught up, and they read the ending, and they're like, yeah, it's not perfect, but like, I fear that shonen fans can't read, and I'm like, oh dear. He's not a gooner, he's had barely any kindness to him. See, that's what I'm saying. It's not like it's plot relevant or anything. But it's also like, oh, gooner is just being used to mean like a person is horny or a person masturbates. And it's like, motherfucker, that's a normal thing to do, actually. See, that's why I said shonen fans. See, because no offense, except I'm about to say something offensive to them. From what I have seen, it seems like y'all engage in a critical lack of reading sometimes. No, offense. Exactly. It's okay because it is a skill that you can learn and you can hone. But you do annoy me. Anyway, I was reading some of the chapters earlier and people being like, "Oh my god, Denji being Gooner." That's your first mistake, reading comments on manga chapters. Never do that. But then it's like, it's because he said that, like, he jerked off in the bathroom, and it's like, okay, why do I care? That's not what gooning is. You're using it to shame sexuality. Stop being a Puritan. That's weird. Stop it. I'm spraying you with a bottle. Stop it. Why are we reinventing Puritanism? It's neo-Puritanism to me. Your first mistake was engaging with the fandom, correct. Your second mistake was engaging with the fandom. See, I gain passing glances because I know that they'll make me mad. The most that I actually see is comments on manga chapters and shit that my friend sends me of people, like, posting pictures of, like, demonic rituals. Being like, there will be a part 3. And I'm like, it cannot possibly be that bad. And maybe that's cope. Maybe that's cope. I'm like, it cannot be that bad. But we'll see. Because another thing. Y'all suck at tagging spoilers because I've already seen some just like floating about. And I'm like, wow, great. I have to read this because otherwise I will see spoilers about it and I don't want that. Hello? Okay. Whatever. I'm almost to the part where I stopped keeping up with it regularly. So yay. And my opinions are still kind of the same. And it's mostly about Nayuta. So I guess kind of spoilers. It's just that Nayuta and Denji's relationship I don't find very convincing. That's the TLDR. But, like, it's fine. It cannot be that bad. Top 10 pictures taken moments before disaster. No. You don't understand. Because I've seen horrific, horrendous, terrible, awful, series-ruining endings. And I'm like, surely it can't be that bad. Clueless. And no matter what, even if the ending is shit, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, A, what if I just don't listen? What if I just don't listen? B, well, all the stuff that I like is still there, so I'll probably be fine. Sekirei, what the fuck did they do? Okay, what is Sekirei? Man, I'm still sad about Tokyo Revengers. Don't talk to me. Aw, dog. Just, yeah, let's take the whole premise of our series and just kidding, none of it fucking mattered. And we're adding supernatural bullshit that doesn't make sense. And goes against the entire, like, theming of the show, whatever. It's not like it matter or anything. Okay, I don't know what this is. Did someone say air gear? No? Unless you mean that specifically. Okay, yeah, I don't know what this is, methinks. It was supposed to be like a dumb harem comedy superhero anime, but they fucked up the series too so hard the show got canned. How do you fuck up a dumb harem comedy superhero anime? Don't worry about it. No, you gotta elaborate. I want to know. I have the power to look it up. If you don't tell me. I love knowing. I'm the knower. Oh, speaking of fucking up anime, are they actually fucking up the airing of Steel Ball Run? I need to know. Is that, like, true? Oops, sorry. Or is it clickbait? Because one episode is out. But are they fucking up the release order? Fucking Netflix? Again? I say as if I didn't binge all of Stone Ocean, like, months after the fact. Ignore that. This is for the people who care. I didn't see Steel Ball Run yet? Okay, fair. I know that one episode is out yet, but people were like, oh, we don't know when the next one is coming out. Fuck you mean you don't know? That's dumb. Isn't fucking Netflix? No. Netflix is fucking us, only if you pay for it. Don't pay for Netflix. Oh wait, by going ahead of the manga and going to space and introducing a lot of random rogue elements that are designed to go nowhere. Ah, I see. So no idea, but Netflix will do that for the lulz. That is true. What did they end up doing with Stranger Things, by the way? Pay for Netflix? Yar har. See, that's what I'm saying. Why would you pay and then if you don't want to go for the premium, don't they have like an ad one yet? Why would you pay for ads? That's ridiculous. Your money is better spent elsewhere. They don't... Do they even have exclusives that are worth it anymore? Why would I pay when I'm fucking gay? True. I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. Stranger Things Season 5 has so many hours of people going over what went wrong. Not with the writing, I meant with the release. Because wasn't it released in like multiple batches? I say, I don't know. I'm not a Stranger Thingser. I don't know what a biler is. Okay, that's a lie. I only know because I watch people talk about it. I watched Season 1 around when it came out, and that's it. Because I kind of didn't care when Season 2 came out. It's like, oh yeah, this thing. Maybe I'll get around to it, and then I just didn't. And like 10 years went by and Season 3 came out, and I'm like, okay, now I really don't care. Wait, Twitch asked... Wait, Twitch asked me if I really wanted to send that last message because it could be offensive. Meanwhile, I'm not warned that when I type Nidoran woman. Okay, maybe I gotta disable automod again because that's the shit that I was doing last time. Ah. It's a Nidoran woman. Okay, Shuri dude. You say you don't watch shows and yet you tell me to watch Twin Peaks. Checkmate. Make it make sense. Having female characteristics. I don't know, Twitch hates women or something. Good shows. You don't watch good shows? Then why do you want me to watch Twin Peaks? Rage bait. You... Look, you set it up for me. What was I supposed to do? Not say it? I'm calm. I'm sure it's a good show. It's just a show that I'm not gonna watch. I have other shows to watch. I'm serene. Me when I say shit on purpose and I reap the consequences. Oh my god, this is just like my friend's Blorbo who he tells me about. And I have to go, is he stupid? What did he think was gonna happen? He says that he killed the monarch and then people are like, oh shit, you did that? We're gonna freaking get you. Is he dumb? I have other shows to watch. Me sitting on my ass doing fuck all for the 12th hour of the day. Okay, no, but that's so relatable. But I was reading Chainsaw Man like I said I would. I watched one more episode of Dun 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 yesterday, so I have like 3. Actually, maybe I watched like 2 or 3. I have 3 episodes left in season 2, I think. And then I watched the Amazing Digital Circus, so I actually did. I did do things. There's too many internet shows to watch real TV. My problem is that I just don't care about real TV. People they got their, what shows exist? What's The Pit? I don't know, but that's a show. I don't care. Bridgerton? I don't care. That show feels very straight people core. What other shows exist? I don't know. That's the problem. I don't even know shows. What do people who aren't dweebs watch? Apple TV show next. Huh? I was gonna say Severance, but that's not even airing now. I don't know a thing about that. I don't know shows. I know anime because I'm a fucking weeb. And even then, barely. I don't know anything that's new. Except... Oh, The Pit is an Apple TV show exclusive? No, I wouldn't know. I don't have Apple TV, nor have I seen anything about it, but I believe you. Okay, question, is Apple TV where people would go nowadays for, like, the exclusive content, like how people would go to Netflix for that, but then Netflix stopped making original stuff, and I have no idea why people use it anymore? For real, I don't watch a lot of shows and don't find many interesting. Partner and I have been watching through Disney animation movies from start, and it's probably more TV screen time than I've had in the rest of my life. You have brought that up. Or Showtime or whatnot. What's a Showtime? People just making up new places. I know dailymotion.com. It's Showtime, of course. Oh my god, why didn't I think of that? But is it like a streaming thing, or did you just say that for fun? Oh, speaking of Showtime, watch The Penguin. It was a great show, no Batman needed. I have heard things about that. I'd say I'd think about it, but I probably won't. Because after I finish Dun Da Dun, I have to finish Princess Tutu. And then I gotta watch all of Season 4 of Attack on Titan, because I gotta know how it ends. I need to know. And I forget everything that happens, so I gotta start over from Season 4, because I am not watching all the rest of that shit. That's gonna take forever. I didn't even realize it was Batman. I thought it was an 8-episode show of an unnarrated penguin. I wish it was 8 episodes of just a penguin. No, it's Batman the Penguin. Showtime is one of those channels you used to pay extra when cable was a thing. Now it's a streaming service. Of course it is. Alright, well that's out of my realm. I've never been too hip with the current things. I'm a rock dweller. Now it's a streaming service. 90% of companies ever. That is true. And that's why you shouldn't give them your money. If they don't want you to have things, you don't have to give them your money. True. That was a loud strawberry seed. I apologize. I remember back in my day. As if it wasn't like 15, 20 years ago. Netflix was a freaking box outside of stores that you would rent movies out of. Normally things evolve when they level up, not when they get worse. That is true. People, bringing up my boomerism. I hate technology. I hate it. Why do people gotta fix things that work? Why you gotta add all this fancy shit to things that work fine? And I know why the answer is. The answer is investors. They want to see number go up. And number go stable is bad. Stability is bad. Number need go up. And you number go up by doing new thing. Even though new thing is not better than the thing that you have. Why do you need to add it? Number go up. Me raging about technology. For no reason. It's about things that don't matter. It's about automatic soap dispensers. And keypad locks instead of just bringing your fucking key. Which, you know what? I still stand by that. Bring your fucking key. Don't replace this goddamn lock with a beep beep boop boop beep keypad. Bring your key. It's not hard. Evolution is not a good or evil thing. It simply changes with its environment. Ugh. If survival of the fittest is so true, then why are all these companies needing bailouts, huh? Checkmate, atheists. you know what? This is also about having to upgrade my phone because they're like, oh no, we're not gonna give you security updates anymore because we fucking hate you. Your phone is 2 years old. It's not 2 years old. It's like 4, but it's like, fuck you mean I gotta get a whole new thing? I gotta pay money for a whole new thing when this thing that I have works perfectly fine and could last me way fucking longer just because it's not gonna be as secure because you aren't updating it. This is your fault. I hate planned obsolescence. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that this is a solid argument because I can't even refute because I like entomology. Evolution is silly. That's the TLDR. And the TLDR is that technology is bad. Stop improving technology. No, you can improve technology, just make it good. The current AI bubble will be funny when it pops. Less language learning, more Skynet, please. Wait, they're killing Sora AI. Everyone cheer. Yippee! Sora's dead. The AI one, not like the Kingdom Hearts one. Although funny that that's also like Disney adjacent. Oh, boo. What? Anyway, all I know about Sora is seeing like porn YouTube shorts. They weren't like actual porn, but they were porn adjacent YouTube short thumbnails being like, oh, best Sora AI Disney trailers. And the thumbnail would be, oh, step bro, I got stuck in the dryer. That's what I mean by porn adjacent. Being like, okay. And all I have to think is Disney stupid? What the fuck did they think was gonna happen? Of course people were gonna make porn of their characters. Why would you license? Are they dumb? Yes. But are they dumb? Is there any way to turn off YouTube Shorts in the fucking app? I don't want to see no fucking YouTube Shorts ever. Ever. I will never watch a YouTube Short. I am a short form content hater. Hater. I'm honestly even a mid-length content hater. If something's 7 minutes long, I'm like, oh, it's only 7 minutes? Do I care? If it's 30, then it's like, oh, we got something to work with here. You will inflate the view count and you will like it. No, I will not. I'm not clicking on those things, but when I'm scrolling through my app, I keep being like, oh, big shorts, watch our shorts. Look at shorts, and then I like do not recommend on every single one of them because I'm like, surely it'll get the message that I don't want to see shorts. And then I scroll down 2 videos and then it's like a whole banner of shorts. Stop! Stop! I'm not gonna watch them. Me, when my YouTube starts up and immediately puts a short on my screen, that's never happened to me yet. I'm waiting though. And I can't even send feedback because Google still thinks I'm a fucking child. Even though my account is like 16, do they think my account was started when I was 0? Do they think my account was started when I was -5 or something? I picked a number. I'm not gonna show you my fucking ID. Fuck off. I enjoy my 30+ minute videos and 5-hour essays. See, that's what I'm talking about. I started before even YouTube was a concept. See, that's what I'm saying. It's not a YouTube account specifically, it's just a Google account. It's just, I'm not sending you my fucking passport. I'm not sending you my fucking card details. You're just gonna have to think I'm a fucking child. I don't care. I'm mad about it. I love how companies are like that. I hate companies! Ah! I'm tearing them apart with my bare teeth. Arrgh. I hate 99% of companies. Give us your government ID for your safety, 21-year-old account. They're so dumb. They're so... it's not even dumb. It's like, ooh, we want your information so bad, even though we probably already have it, but we want it. We want it so we can sell it. Money, we love money. I hate money. Otherwise, you're 5. Part of me was like, I wonder if it's because I watch, like, I don't know, like Pokemon videos. And then it's like, no, it is almost certainly correlated to me turning off all of the AI-related settings in my Gmail. Because I did that, and then like 2 or 3 days later, they're like, oh, we can't verify your age. Oh, you can't, huh? Interesting. Why not? Interesting. I don't believe you. You know the fuck that I am not 12. Let me disable shorts forever. I hate them. If I see a short, I will blow it up with my mind. I was gonna say no offense to short creators, but you know what? Yes, offense to shorts creators. Some of you are normal, but a lot of you are AI slop. Some of you are just regular slop. I don't want to fucking see it. TikTok is a fucking scourge. Because now everything has short form content and I hate it. I hate short form content. It's gonna rot your brain. Uninstall TikTok. TikTok mentioned uninstall it. I don't even know what goes on there anymore. That is the one blessing of me being a social media hater forever. Never installed, good. I was too scared to ever use social media, so I have, like, none of them forever. But now I'm scared to use any of them when it would perhaps be advantageous to at least use some. Nope. I swear I'm pressing B on the first recap prompt, and it still gets me. All right. Anyway, what am I nicknaming this eevee? What am I nicknaming this eevee when I totally get it today? Because I would like to find a target shiny on stream for once. Thank you very much. Oh yeah. Do you like how I reordered everything. Everything should be reordered in the order in which I will catch it. Air fryer, honestly, not bad. I'll consider it. If I find it while reading or watching something, it'll probably be related to that. Although, okay, so thought process engaging. There is a chance that I will find Venomoth while looking for Nidoran, because there is the area where I can get Nidoran at a like 90, or Nidorino at a around 90% and Scyther at about 10. But I want Nidoran tiny. So I'm going to look for it in an area where it is 50% and Nidorino is 25. And then the rest of the percentage is Nidorina and Venomoth. So I could technically get a Venomoth before I get Rhydon. It's not likely, but I could. Also, I think that thing runs a lot. So, oh yeah, that was another thing, because I'm like, well, Nidoran is less likely to run, which is probably for the best. My Safari odds are currently in my favor, so I'm waiting for when it comes back to bite me. Nidoran? Yeah, it could. So I'd like to maximize my chances, because I'm gonna have to do 2 Safari Zone hunts. Yippee! Unless I did find a way to go to the Route 3. And then we stay there for like another month. Which I don't want to do really, but I kind of want to do, but I kind of don't want to do. You better go catch it. I'm trying, but I gotta get a couple things first. Oh yeah, Does anybody know where fly is in this game? Hello? I was pressing the A button and it was not doing anything. And what badge you need to get fly? I don't know where it is. Left of Celadon. That's like where I am now. That's also where the amulet coin is. So, okay. Do we want to suffer? That's the question. Do we want to go back and look for the 10% or the 14% so that we can play through more of the game with more of our team, or make a good decision? Use cut, go up through the gate, house at the end. Okay, but which badge do you need to get it? Do we want to suffer? Smiley face. Look. You would be stuck with me, okay? We would be trapped in Route 3 hell, but low-key, I want to do it. Because it's not Koga. It can't be Koga, because Koga is surf. So I don't need the Poke Flute for that. And is it Surge? Is it Surge? Is it Sabrina? Or is it Erica? Oh, wait, the squish. I'll squish. Which button do I press? Not that one. I've had a pipe dropped on my head. It's not Sabrina. Which one does Sabrina get? I can squish more if you'd like. So, is it Surge? Because I feel like Sabrina would give strength. Oh wait, pipe drop. Thank you for both redeeming it. Oh, 150 today. Wow. And it's not even been an hour. Go, my chair. It keeps picking up the chair. Low-key. Okay. I'll probably end up going back to Route 3. Ugh! I don't want to! But I do want to. But it would be after eevee and Growlithe, so the order still works. Ad break, blah! You want to do it, don't you? I do. I really do. How'd you know? You want to? I don't want to suffer, but I want to go back to Route 3. It feels wrong. I was thinking about it so much today. Like, damn. I even walked around being like, okay, is there a way to get back? And then it's like, wait, oh shit, no. Unless I get Fly or the Poke Flute. Fuck. Can't wait for us to find more Nidoran women. Don't worry, it won't be for a while. Because we gotta gamble with eevee, which as you can see, I am not anywhere close to odds, but of course it could happen at any time. But that also means it could happen at like 30k. And then I gotta find Growlithe, which I can repel to be around 40%, I want to say. And I think it's in the route, like, directly next to Celadon. That's where I wanted to hunt it. But, yeah. And I stream title. Alright, I got my first fire dog. Second fire dog incoming. If I had a nickel for every shiny fire dog I wanted. It's totally a coincidence. Oh hey, did 1,000 damage. Thank you, Dark Hunter's Bait. Is this Etrian Odyssey? Is 1,000 damage a lot? Is there a damage cap? Is it 9999? I know, firing off questions. You don't have to answer. I am so... Oh my god. I'm so glad Limbus doesn't have the stupid loadout achievements or the stupid damage achievements yet, because I hate those ones. They're so annoying and tedious. It's higher than both those numbers. Wow. Rare. Eevee. Gentle. My nature guess. Ads. Yeah. Oh, wait. You're not subbed. Get ads. Sucks to suck, I guess. I mean, this is when I get the shiny. Whoa, it's quirky. You were kidding about the turbo tags. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's TurboTax, it's gambling, it's more gambling. Weren't kidding. I'm telling y'all, those ads are so obnoxious. Turbotastic? I fucking wish. No, it's just being like, karaoke about, wow, it's so cool to do your taxes with TurboTax. 37% of people can file for free. Oh, so you're saying a majority of people can't? Interesting, 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 interesting. I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. TurboTax? It's not like it's your fault or anything. I hate TurboTax. I'm destroying TurboTax with my brain. I'm exploding them in my mind. If I go back to Route 3 and the first thing I find is a Pidgey, I think I might cry. I won't actually, but it would be funny. I'm thinking about that. Shut the fuck up. We have things to worry about ahead of that. I still haven't even booted up my Ultra Sun at all this year, and I'm thinking about Poipole. I was so mad. I wanted to draw, but my hand hurt. Grr. I wanted to like draw some environments. Specifically, my idea, I wanted to draw liminal spaces, kind of, because I thought it would be swag. And also so I can draw background, because I think it would be cool to be able to draw a cool background. But no. Wait, what? And then I would put critters in situations in the back rooms. That's the TLDR of my idea. Critters and situations in the back rooms. Except, honestly, the back rooms is kind of lame. People doing too much with the back rooms. And I do not care for it. But that's also discourse that I don't care too much to reheat. Look, I freaking love liminal spaces. They're so nifty. And I don't know, I just thought it would be fun to try and draw it. But I can't draw if my hand hurt, because then my hand will hurt more, and I don't want to give myself carpal tunnel. Speaking of Hell Dimensions, I'm back from the ads. Welcome back. I mean, whoa, you missed the shiny. Don't ask why I soft reset. Nature guess gentle. I mean, it's okay, it's okay. This one's the shiny. It'll be next one. Adds liminal space of streaming, empty, pointless, in between areas. The one, okay, I don't know if y'all are on mobile or on PC, but if you're on PC and you're on Firefox, I don't know if this works on any other browser, but it works on Firefox. Sometimes when the ads play, the stream will be in like a little corner above the chat, and you can put it in a mini player and listen to it, so you don't have to listen to the ads. But if you're on mobile, it sucks to suck, I guess. It's a helpful feature. I just learned about it kind of recently. And I'm like, wait. Interesting. Not that I would ever do such a thing. And this is only alleged. I'm on mobile though, rip. Sucks to suck. Twitch on mobile is so bad. I hate it so much. Wait, speaking of mobile, I need to charge my phone. Pokemon Sleep reminding me to charge my freaking phone. Oh my god, I'm so mad. How the hell do you dupe sleep types? I only care because I got a Murkrow the other day, and I was like, ooh, Murkrow, I can probably get that. But no, it requires like a bazillion little ticks for you to for you to feed it. And I'm like, what the heck? I just want a bird. I want that cute bird. I love that bird. What were we even talking about? The back rooms. I was looking at a bunch of images of pools and of pool tiles, and I'm like, damn, pool tiles are cool. Water's cool. I want to draw water. But then I got a bunch... No, it was comments under the images that are like, wow, I went here in the back rooms, the back rooms, the back rooms. What the fuck is the back rooms anymore? Is it just SCPs, but for like Gen Alpha? Because that's what it kind of feels like. Except it's... I shouldn't even say that because all of my favorite SCPs are like locations. They're events. I just like them. And the backrooms ones, they don't have the same amount of swag, I don't think. I have a commission I got of my Persona in Pool liminal space image. That's so fucking cool. Also, I hate current backrooms. See, I understand that... I understand being like, well, if you know nothing's there, then it's like not really scary and it's just kind of boring. And if you're playing a game... you don't want it to be boring. And I'm like, okay, fair, whatever. But the concept is, it just kind of makes it, it makes it kind of lame. Can we go back to the to the time that the horror was the space? Literally though, wasn't the original thing just like a little green text on 4chan? The fact that you're in this space in between reality and you're fucking stuck forever. Help! Help! Get me out! Sorry, there's an arcade? Like, people just be putting fucking anything in the back rooms. What's even the point anymore? Just make up your own thing. That's what it feels like. It feels like, why is this the back rooms? You just made your own thing, which is fine. But you made your own thing. If you're not careful and you clip in the wrong areas, you find yourself, yeah, that. And they're like, it's a fucking musty ass yellow office and it smells kind of like almond. And the floor fucking squelches. Ugh. That's the real horror. Ew, wet rug. Disgusting. But then you add like, oh, drink coconut water, drink almond milk to recover your sanity. Brother, this is not Amnesia. This is not Amnesia the Dark Descent. Man, I should watch someone play Amnesia the Dark Descent. I remember when everyone did it, but I also remember PewDiePie. Ew! Yucky! So someone who's not like, ew, right? I think that a good part of the horror of the original Backrooms post was whether or not there was anything was up in the air. Exactly. It's one of those instances of the scariest thing is something that you're not going to come up with. Once you see it, it's less scary. God help you if you hear something moving around in there because it sure as hell heard you. I heard you. Knock knock. Sorry, I'm stuck here too. My bad. I bumped into a wall. I mean, either way, you're still fucking trapped in the backrooms forever, because if you theoretically no-clip out of reality, how the hell are you gonna no-clip out? Your ass is stuck forever. Who cares if something else is there? You're dying. You are dead. Sorry. Like, if there's anything, who knows what the hell it could be. If it isn't anything, you're alone for years and years, no company, no nothing, stuck with constant buzzing and wet socks. Okay, but if you probably get hungry, you probably get thirsty, you're gonna die of dehydration in like 3 days. Maybe less. You're gonna sleep on the wet ground? I think the critter should just take me out. I'm good. There's no table. I can't no-clip my way outside the walls. No. I'm a thirsty girl, OJ. OJ? Or are we like... Is it a sound? OJ. Oh, if only an orange tree would grow in this climate, in this stupid freaking climate. But no. I'm cursed when it comes to growing trees. I can grow other plants, I cannot grow trees. Every single time I have tried, it has died, and I feel really bad. So that's why I am, of course, trying it again. It'll work this time. I'm sad. I had a little thingy to grow like a maple tree. Didn't work. And I think it's just because it was really old. When it gets warmer, we're gonna find out if plant bulbs ever stop being bulbs. Because I'm gonna plant those suckers, and they are several years old, and I understand that they're probably not gonna do anything. But, like, what if? Also, I'm fucking sick and tired of them sitting around. I'm gonna put them in the ground. If the deer eat them, whatever. They're already eating all my freaking flowers. And there's no perfect solution I've come up with, because it's like, well, if you put something that's super effective, it's probably bad for the water supply, and I don't want to do that. But then other shit just, like, is not effective. One way to find out. Alright, who's no clipping out of reality with me? Backrooms party. My legs hurt. Ah! Oh, we're almost at 1,600. Almost 200 encounters. Yippee! I wish there was a setting to turn off the recap. It's so annoying. But I'm also playing the game in a way that they did not intend. Is it cope to say, I hope that by... like, Nintendo, Game Freak, whoever the fuck is in charge of the shiny locks, they see how many people are looking for shiny starters, and they're like, let's not shiny lock the starters in Weewa. Weewa. That trailer almost came out a month ago. It feels like it's been a year. Years have been shaved off my life. It's been a year since last week. No, it's actually been a month since last week. Ugh. I'm not looking forward to Friday. That's gonna be super epic. But if nothing else, I did get some of the paperwork I needed to have done. Yay. The rest of it really isn't up to me. Also, I found out that I actually needed a second blood test, so yippee, I love having my blood drawn. I wish my blood was super iron full so I could donate it for... or I could sell my plasma or something. It's been a month since last week, a year since yesterday, and an hour since August. You're so right, actually. Time is not real. It can't be linear because that's objectively true. But yeah, I was thinking about it because my doctor sent a message. It's like, hey, sorry for being late, but I finally got your prescription submitted. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, whatever, I wasn't stressed. Time isn't linear because it is relative. True. So you're saying it could be a cycle. You're saying it could be shaped like a kitty cat. Meow. Reset! Sometimes I swear I press all the buttons and it just doesn't work. I don't know why I was so enthusiastic about meowing. No, okay, demons clawing their way out of my chest. Me when Chuan Shi appears in Chainsaw Man. Thank you for the meow redeem. Please release me. Literally me when I saw Chuan Shi on my fucking screen. I went, oh! And I'm pointing at the screen, oh my god. Yeah! Yeah! And everyone celebrated. Man, in how many manga can you say that there's a canonical lesbian orgy? How many of them are there? There's like 4 or 5 of them. Good for them. I clapped. Yeah! Shout out to one of the first things I ever heard about Chainsaw Man was in one of my classes in college about anime, and someone was talking about Chainsaw Man, and I didn't know shit about it at that time, but they showed the panel, and I'm like, what? Hello? Is this allowed? Interesting, interesting. Do doujins count? Whoa. Well, if they're, I would say, if they're traditionally published. Because obviously in doujin, you can do whatever you want. There's gonna be a lot of porn. Whatever. I'm imagining you open up your silly little magazine and you see lesbians. And you go, whoa, holy moly, lesbians. Good for them. I fucking love Chuan Shi. That was me at the end of the Reize arc movie, being like, oh my god, Chuan Shi's almost here. Stop. Holy fuck. Wait, I'm women. Holy moly. It's always porn. Is it? Okay, but if the joke is porn, then why isn't it funny? I thought jokes were supposed to be funny. I need International Spies to be animated at the least expense of the animators, but I want to see it. Me want to see Chuan Shi, please. I miss her, even though I saw her today. The joke is you're not included. It's my porn. Urgh. It's my porn and you're not included. Okay. You have fun. I will click buttons looking for eevee. And I'm gonna get a pillow. Oh, wait. Thoughts. Since Steam is having its spring sale, should I get a Sprite? Or I don't know how you pronounce it. You make pixel art in it. Should I get it? And the answer why I shouldn't get it is because what if it goes on sale for more later in the year? Because it's only off like 30%. Haha, off. Like that game that I played. Shut up. Because my brain wants to see number go down. Sale number go up. Cost number go down. Me looking at Persona 5 Royal, 70% off, I need that number to go up. Only 30%, it could wait. See, it could wait, but the thing is that I really want it. And I would use it. And I'm like, well, do I want to wait to be able to use like a program that's built for making pixel art and I just have to use other programs for it? If you keep accessing... if you keep asking if you should get it for less and less, eventually someone will give it to you for free. True. Who's gonna give me free things? But yeah, that's my thing. I'm like, okay, do I want to wait for it to be less cost, or do I want to use it now? I don't know. I haven't decided. Especially because there were other things that I'm looking at. I have so many random ass cheap games that are on sale for even for even more, and I'm like, oh, $2 game now like 70 cents. You shouldn't have. And then I end up doing nothing. That's the most likely thing to happen. Sorry, I give presents to women. I have to save money for when I get a girly girly crush. Absolutely. Have her priorities in order. Word hard sometimes. Sometimes being all the time. Quirky. Quirky. I want my nature guest to be quirky so bad, but I've already seen multiple people with it, so I can't be like them. I have to be different. My priorities are straight, parentheses, gay. Okay, fair enough. I thought I said priorities in order. Because of course we gotta keep our priorities gay. But I also think that the common spawn of that is keeping them straight. I'm sure the makers of that idiom didn't mean it like that. Maybe they were homophobic though, who knows? Wow. I like picking the menu on Wingdings so that it's you get to see the shiny border. And then you get to see the next one. Ew, get those stupid ass homophones out of there. What even is a homophone anyways? I say that, but if I knew what it was, I'd be like, oh yeah, that. But I just forgot word correlate to thing. Does that make sense? Sometime word hard. One of two or more words, such as night and night. Oh, so words that different spell, or different meaning, different spell, but same pronounce. Pretext to the radio? Huh? I think that's like a gramophone or something. I'm thinking of the I'm thinking of the thing that you put the big disc on it. It's got a big fucking curvy horn on the end. Don't diss my gramophone. She's holding on. I'm not dissing her. Gramophones are cool. She might want some life alert though, just in case. I was gonna say, do they make commercials like that anymore? They probably do. But we don't have no fucking fun or whimsy in our commercials anymore. It's just like, ooh, you want a lifetime gamble on our gambling app that's not... It's stock trading, but it's actually gambling app. So bad! Beep, beep, you're alive, Grandma. Beep, beep, beep. No. The whole thing was that... I've fallen and I can't get up. And and poor grandma's alone in the house, and she would beep her life alert and it would like call 911 or something. So you'd keep it on your person, and if you got in a bad situation that you couldn't get out of, you'd be able to contact someone. Wow. Which, of course, is a little antithetical, because if you're like, well, if you're in a bad enough situation, what if you're just unconscious? What then? You're fucked. My grandma would call for 911 because she forgot the number for 911. That would be kind of impressive. But it's like, well, at the time, I don't think cell phones were a thing. Definitely not a common thing. And it would be like, oh, you know, grandma doesn't know how to use the new phones. Which I'm sure is not true for everyone, but I definitely know that my folks had a hard time adjusting. Good idea in theory, perhaps less so in practice, although I'm sure it's been helpful for people. I'm just what is the actual way to say the word? When you make something a catastrophe, it's not catastrophize. Is it catastrophize? That sounds wrong. Catastrophizing sounds wrong. I hate it. But I like the word because it means, it has an effective meaning, but a bad structure. It has a bad mouthfeel. Catting. Who up catting? You're catboying? Something like that. I'm flaring my Eon. That's what I have this hunt labeled on the thing that I'm using to count. It is flaring my Eon. $16.36. Oh my god, we might get to current year. We could get to 1984. Is that the bite of 87? We could get there. You're flaring your Eon, but it is evaded you so far. I'll give it like a half clap. I'm up mapping this big floor when I've already found the exit. No, I would do the same thing. I gotta finish mapping the floor. Does it, do they all have the thing where you can, like, fast travel through the floor if you have it all mapped? Because I'm like, my ass does not want to do this again. Get me out. One whole half clap. Wow, my best result yet. Yeah. You're improving. It's okay. Maybe someday we can all be funny. That's only on the Untold games. Cringe. So what's the point of mapping everything on the game that you're playing? Is it just for fun? I am so extrinsically motivated. If I don't have to do something, I probably won't. OG games, you're walking the entire way unless you got a thread. Oh, this sounds like a fucking nightmare. I hate backtracking. If I don't have to do something, I won't. Shiny Hunter. Okay. But this to me is the activity. I could play through Fire Red, Leaf Green, but if I did it normally, would I like it as much? Probably not. Yeah, for fun, maybe not at this particular point in the story. Well, if it's not for fun, then don't do it. If you're doing it, but you're like, aw man, this fucking sucks, I don't like it, stop doing it. It was... Look. In getting shinies, first of all, they're cool. Second of all, last year I played through Crystal to get Celebi. And I thought to myself, man, speedrunning through all of Crystal... to get this thing at the end of the game sounds miserable. It sounds so bad. So I'm forcing myself to do other tasks. So I like it more. And I did. It worked. I would not like that game as much if I didn't have that stupid shiny Gligar. That made the terrible leveling, the terrible movesets, the jank, slightly more bearable. Me, the one casual crystal enjoyer, but for fucking real? No Mareep? No Giraffarig? No bitches? It's just... Okay, I did enjoy playing through Crystal, but the old games, slow. Slow. Egg hunting so slow. Egg so slow. Bike so slow. Experience so slow. Slow. I'm a diamond and pearl enjoyer. Slow. It would be morally wrong to grind EXP at this particular floor, but the extra spring that heals full is also here, so extra. Black 2, White 2 were already some of my favorite games, and I accidentally found a shiny Mareep in half an hour into my Black 2 run. That's so fucking swag. That rocks. Crystal is so fucking weird. Especially because, calling it Fluffles, that rules. That's a great name. Especially since, like, you could only get Gen 2 Pokemon in the Gen 2 games. Those were the only places you could get them at the time. And if you got Crystal, you were just fucked. You couldn't get shit. You couldn't even be like, oh, well, I'll get it from the previous game and try. Nope. That shit don't exist. Well, technically, it might exist, but, like, you'd have to do some crazy glitching, and more likely than not, you're like 7 and you don't know how to do that. Why would they do that? That shit pisses me off. In the third version, why the hell do they exclude things from the regional decks? This is about Lunatone. Why? Why do you sound like fucking Kinger when you say, well, technically, I don't know. I talk like how I talk. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want me to say. Maybe I am secretly a chess piece. I don't know what's up with that guy, so I have no comment. What is Pomni taking? I don't think that girl is having a very good time. But I don't know. It's not very obvious. I bit my lip too hard. Oh yeah, wait, I was talking about Lunatone. Why the fuck is Lunatone not in Meteor Falls? Why is it not in Meteor Falls and Emerald? Where is that moon? Why is Zangoose not an Emerald? Why do they do this? That's just weird. I mean, would you... I mean, would you, if you were suddenly a clown in a circus? I would be more chill about it. Because, wait a minute, that sounds pretty cool. Exactly! I'd be like, man, why can't I look like Zooble? First episode's ending is pretty cool. Pokemon Sun, no Solrock. No Lunatone. No bitches. None. But what if I want a Lunatone? And there's so many weird ass 1% in Emerald 2. Man. I was gonna just play Sapphire so you can get Lunatone. Is that the one that you get Zangoose in? I like Zangoose. Zangoose used to be my favorite Pokemon, but I've never used one ever. I'd be stoked about that sassy fucking rabbit if I were Pomni. Isn't he just a jackass? I don't know what happens after the first 4 episodes. Don't worry, I don't know what happens in the first 2, or past the first 2 episodes. Although, it was really annoying how all the top comments were about newer episodes, and it's like, well, what if I want to hear what people have to say about what's going on this screen right now? In the past. Why did I soft reset? I don't care what people have to say about the newest episode on episode 1. That's a fucking spoiler. Shut the fuck up. It counts. Add it to the counter. It does not count. I didn't see it. Jax, I just like this rabbit. It's smug or mocks me. If he was just smug, that would be fine. He just seems like a jackass. Which I think is the point. And also maybe my perception has been skewed from fan depictions. Yeah, he's perfect. Okay. I'm like, the things I've seen about this rabbit, I don't know about this one. I don't know. Gimme Zubul, Pomni, and Gangle. Let me fucking be them. God, I want to be them. Wait, is Gangle the ribbon one? Zubul is so gender. So I agree. Ah! Let me be a silly little abstraction. I'll be okay. I'll be chillin'. I'll just look like that, though. Zubul is extremely gender. Pomni is clown. Wow, just like me. Gangle is a depressed little artist. Wow, I relate. Gangle is the ribbon one with the masks. I like them. I don't remember any of the other ones, so I hear Zubul and I think of those old-ass toys. Which toy are you thinking of? Because the first thing that came to my mind was Zuzu Pets. The freaking hamsters. That were like little balls that popped open. What are you talking about? Oh, the ribbon and the mask? Okay. Thinking of pets things, I got some Neopets plushies. Ah! Neopets mentioned. Fuck that site. But I'm also still here. My pets. Hashtag my pets. Spending all my money on fucking Illusion's Quest. Because she keeps asking me for expensive items. And I want to try and get the coin. They were on sale for like €5 each, and one's a little alien cat, the other's like a galaxy fox. I'm like, in my brain, I'm like, okay, like alien Aisha, and then probably like Junie the Void. God, what is that? What is that pet called? Phaley? Phalali? I don't know. Neopets? More like no pets. Okay, but look at all my Neopets. Clearly I have them. I don't know how niche a toy is. I'm gonna send you a pink. Pink. Slay. Pick. I can't read. I swear to fucking God. Why does this happen every single time? It's not that I don't like this song, but it's happened far too many times. Every single time it has a seed that plays like 10 songs. Alright, looking at this toy. What is it? I see my freaking flowers. Oh, wait! No, I do know those! Yeah, those things were weird. I do not like them. But I think I may have had one. I was far more susceptible to marketing as a young child. I'm trying to remember other ads that existed. And I fear that I can't name any that aren't pillow pets. I remember my mom's friend bought me one, and I guess it stuck with me for so long. It is definitely a very strange looking toy. I can see why. eevee. Yeah, we get about 190 of these per hour. How long is that until Oz? I don't fucking know. I want to say maybe like 40 to 50. If I go fast. It's long. No way. Me when I do my tedious futile task and it takes a long time. No freaking way. It's not like I expected it. I deserve to go over odds at this point as well. I'm hoping surely I get it out of the way. Me get out of way while I'm on the easiest hunt in this lineup. Oh god. This is going to be the easiest one. I'm not bullying you. Also, the wet is so cute. Thank you, Celeste people, for telling me about it. And I know that they meant the Madeline version, but I'm like, okay, but what about when I stop playing Celeste? We need a generic one. Sorry, Celesties. I am not on that mountain. My hands still hurt from being on the mountain like a month ago. Bleh. I'm but a weak critter. Maybe not a great idea for Celeste to be like the first platformer that I've ever really played. What the fuck is this emote? Yeah, what? I feel like I just saw it on 7TV and I'm like, okay, that kind of rules. It's a funny cat. It's in it's in the same vein as homophobic dog. So the emote is, I saw it and I laughed. There is no straight version. I was gonna say, because straightness isn't real. That feels a little too far. I guess it's real. Yeah, I added a couple new ones. Why do... Oh, I know why lettuce is there, probably. It was probably because I saw it, or I thought in my brain, it must be known that whenever I say let us, I am saying lettuce. So I have lettuce now. I like how many of these emotes are just cats. Yeah. Because what else am I supposed to do? Straightness is real, but it's like having the water be your favorite drink. What's your favorite drink? What does this mean? Let us leave this house. Ah, you missed the opportunity to say let us leave. Tisk. How could you? Leaf. You fool. That's what I'm saying. Fuck you mean water is your favorite drink is wrong. Sorry, I'm not over that. It's hydrating. Water is good for you. One pun at a time. Coward shit. My favorite drink is Monster because I'm a fucking trans girl, okay? Is this like an actual true stereotype? Okay. Stereotype, yes. Is it common? What does Monster even taste like? I've never had one. I don't want one. I feel like it would make my heart feel like it's gonna explode. caffeine doesn't generally do anything for me, but like I'll drink tea. But it takes so long to make. I'll just drink water. It's the easiest drink and it's not soda, so it's not going to explode my teeth. This can't be good for me, but I feel great. I feel like I wouldn't even feel great if I had a Monster. I think I'd feel like shit. And if it tastes like shit, well then, what am I doing? Me, my partner's best friend, and a lot of people I know in a trans culture all have Monster as their favorite drinks, essentially. Wowzers. Interesting. I just think they'd taste kind of yucky. But I'm also built different. In parentheses next to that, it says worse. But there's like a bazillion different flavors, so I'm sure that there would be one out there that I would like, at least one. But in my mind, it tastes like green. It's green, it tastes like green. If you'd play Postal 2, you'd know. What's a Postal? You're not built different. Imagine not being trans. I don't think I can do that. I'm just the other one. And you know what? I meant not worse. I can't type. No, what the... It's okay. I may have not read it correctly. I understood what you meant. Oh, wait. I remember the controversy from a month or two ago. Monster was going to release a girl version of Monster called Flirt, and of course people got mad. So who knows if that's a thing anymore. Why did people get mad? What's bad about that? Unless it is bad, and I'm like, oh, sorry. Oh, wait, making a girl Monster is kind of weird. See, that's what I was thinking, Bug. I'm like, are people mad because they're like, oh, women, yucky? Or is it like, oh, so you're making this one gendered specifically female, so you're being like, oh, Monsters for men, you drink girl Monster. Which one? Oh, it refers to the post office, clearly. Though it's an old shooter where you play as some guy going about his week completing various chores, nothing strange happens. Okay, so something strange happens. But not gonna lie, I thought you typoed Portal. Sorry. My bad. I've never heard of Postal. Making a girl Monster is weird. Bitch, all women are monsters and we're fucking hot for it. You know what? True. No. They're making lab-grown girl Monsters, apparently. Not sure what that means for the, Not sure what that means for cultural monsterism. Okay, I'm done. Why must I hiccup? Oh, wait, no, they were mad because making a gender drink and calling Flirt is weird, and because, yeah, why are we gendering drinks? Because Monster is green, and green is for boys. The only color for girl is pink and purple and maybe yellow. Don't you know that? Everything else is for boy. If it doesn't have a gender, it's boy. Thing only girl if it says it girl. Duh. Lab-grown girl monsters. Whoa, why is my polycule growing? You know, in my brain I was like, damn, lab-grown monsters would be pretty swag, actually. It's just like... I was thinking of it in the same way that people call VivziePop characters, like, lab-grown Tumblr sexy men. Like, yes, they are, but they don't got the heart and soul behind it. Does that make sense? I'm like, yeah, you're a monster girl, but it was made by a corporation. Salmon? W Digimon if he real. What? I think salmon are real. Sorry, the boys are taking back pink and color. Oh, wait. That's why. I didn't read it. Wait, I didn't know a show could copyright a color. I guess it's like Ferrari, how they have their own shade of red. I don't know any other example of that, but I think that's real. I know companies can copyright colors, but a show is not a company. Why the fuck can they do that? Money! Money! Why can money do anything? Enough money do anything. Rule do not apply to much money. Hello, I like money. Literally every corporation to me. I don't care, don't care, don't care. I don't care about your fucking mission statements. I don't care what you do. You are, hello, I like money. Please put money in money machine. Fine, only because I have to. I need my toothpaste. Just make more money. Oh my god, why didn't I think of that? I'll just, like, get $1 million. My bad. What if you copyright a color, but you don't enforce it so anyone can just use it anyways, but it's still yours? What then? That's so dumb. What if you accidentally paint something Ferrari red and then you get fucking sued because it's the exact same hex code and you're like, sorry, my bad. I didn't know. What if you copy wrong a color? That's what I'm saying. What if you just like pick a color and you're like, wow, that looks right. And no, it just so happens to be the same hex code as a copyrighted color and you get in trouble. Like, okay, my bad. Was I supposed to check? It's a color. Although, honestly, it's probably only... I imagine they'd only enforce it if it comes to painting a car or any other thing that Ferrari makes, because then it's like, okay, well, you're infringing on our area and we're gonna make less money because you painted our car the same color, and people buy our car because they want our red car. Okay. Sued, Ferrari security forces will arrive instead and get proper compensation instead of your illegal color use. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I looked at the color red and it was the same. They're gonna fucking get me. They're gonna get my eyeballs. What kind of timeline do we live in? That's a statement. A company owns a color. No, you don't. Ferrari will arrive at your house and attach wheels to it and force you to race. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. They're making me into a Pinewood Derby car. Help. Help. If only they knew no one gives a fuck about what shade of red their car is. No. We have to tap into the mindset of, ooh, I am company. I love money. I love money and I hate people so much, and I love money. You're like, well, I don't know what the fuck a Ferrari does different from another car, but I'm like, you're getting it because it has the freaking horsey on it. Wait, no, that's not them. You get it because it has the freaking symbol on it. Alright, you're not getting it because of the specs of the car. You're getting it as a status symbol. If another car had that same mark of a quote-unquote status symbol, then I imagine to the people who would be in the market for that car would be like, oh, well, this color is less valuable because other cars also have this and it's not as special. It's not as special because I spent a fuck ton of money on my stupid car to be the only kind of car with this color. Yeah? So company is like, ooh, we like money, it has to be ours, only we can use it. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me tap into this mindset. Human rights! Ha! Me when I see fancy car that looks like every other car. See, that's what I'm saying. But if you are the type of person who is in the market for like a super luxury sports car, you probably care more about that. But I wouldn't know. I hate cars. Enough human rights. Let's talk about our human wrongs. I think that's all they do, actually. They talk about human wrongs and they love money. Car is a box of metal, it go brum, therefore all car are worth as much as the cheapest one. Honestly, true. They should all be worth the same amount, which is low. But I don't know what goes into making a car, so I don't know how they price them, and I imagine some of it is because of brand recognition or whatever. If only you could get an off-brand car. Where's my store brand car? And then they're gonna start mandating that trackers get put in every car. And you're like, why the fuck does every car need a tracker? Great question. I hate cars. Cars are ugly. I hate roads. It sucks to get anywhere. Speaking of, I just realized they had the equivalent of super repels in the shop this entire time. Whoops. You were getting into random encounters this entire time. You have so much more patience than me. I hate random encounters when I don't want them. No, random encounters are fine. It's just like, walk 1, 2, 3, 4, encounter. And then I walk another 3 steps, encounter. Let me go places, please, thanks. This car is worth $2K, but if we press F to pay respects, $200 million. Is there a car that's even worth that much money? Is there a car that's worth $1 million? And I'm not talking about any special, like, modifications or whatever. I'm talking base form car. Is there any that's worth $1 million? Probably, but I don't even know what it's called. I remember being in, like, one of my fucking marketing class from the devil, taught by Satan herself. Okay, not actually. And they kept bringing up these fancy cars. And I'm like, I didn't even... What are these? What are these? Making up names for cars, but then it's like, oh, you know, super exclusive and they cost like however much, a lot of money per year. And they make like 100 a year or whatever. And I'm like, you're just making shit up, but like, okay. And I don't want to fight with any of y'all because y'all love NFTs. You love NFTs, and you love Elon Musk, and you love supporting companies that support homophobes. This is about Chick-fil-A. Being like, if I knew that a company was actively doing harm, I think I would still support them. And I'm the only person who's like, actually, you know what? I wouldn't do that. And thinking, am I in hell? Yes, actually, yes. Yes, I am. Bizarre, bizarre experience. I was friend that's too woke that entire semester. But that's okay. You're allowed to be too woke. Wait. What? If you're not woke, you're asleep. You're a eep. What does eep sound like? Sheep. You're a sheep. Exactly. Wake up and use your thinker. According to RAC, the most expensive car... scary! Currently on the market is a Rolls-Royce drop tail at 23 million euro. Unless that's pound. In which case, I'm sorry. It's really small on my screen. $30 million. That's too fucking expensive. Pound? I see. Don't have a... I thought that there was one. Am I losing my mind? Are you saying you? Man, I still get confused. You said you didn't see? I'm talking about the OBS that's on my screen right now, the chat. Oh, I don't got mine on my keyboard in it, love. I don't fucking know. See, I'm gonna say something that isn't true. I was gonna say, is there one in my symbols keyboard? Which of course does not equate to everyone's symbols keyboard. But now I gotta check. Yeah, they're right next to each other. See, because they both look like E's with a line through them, except the other one has 2 lines. And then it's got the yen next to it. Yes, ads. Adge. Ads again. There is a way to avoid them. I like how the long emotes just don't work. You just see of 80. Oh yeah, wait, me saying in some looking at on like Chinese websites, they call the yuan, or like they use the symbol for yen. But it's that's a different freaking currency. It sounds kind of similar. Yuan or yen versus yen. That shit's different. We'll try to get this FOE, then bring this whole sordid affair to its end. Holy words. Telling the viewer that they can avoid ads while they're watching ads. Yeah. I didn't check it. EB. What am I supposed to do? Not speak? To be fair, I could go on a break screen for like 3 minutes every hour. And I used to do that, actually. But what if I just, like, didn't? Whoa. You know what, actually, I don't care if you mute me. Do what you want. Load! Oh, I remember that. I made that. That was for Teapot Gaming. Wait, I made that, and I also made Ball Monokuma. Ugh. I made Loge because decorating your teapot in Genshin fucking sucks. Because there's a thing called a load limit. Which, to be fair, is so that your PC doesn't explode because it has to render 40 different types of trees. But that's the message that pops up when you try to put in an item that exceeds the load limit. Like, no. You can't do that. Doesn't EXP load? What? This is about putting furniture on the ground. This is about putting up my trees. This is about trying to put a character in my build. But you can't put a character in a good build because the good build takes up all your load and the character takes up a fuck ton of load. And they just stand there. It was a bad pun. It doesn't load, it explode. Oh. And I just read it incorrectly. I love ruining people's jokes because I can't read. You know what? I think I've been squished for long enough. Hold. This feels too big. But it's not Control-Zing anymore. Hold. Okay. Buh. Me making fun of shonen fans for can't reading, but I can't read. But you know what? That's different. Unsquish, gigantify, stretch. Why isn't stretch a thing? It should be. I think it was supposed to be a part of squish, but I forgot. It's been so long since it was redeemed. I don't know, you're the fucking streamer. Yeah, it's been like forever since someone redeemed that, so I don't remember what I do. $17.40. Yeah. Wait, we missed 1738. That's the one song. I want to get to the bite of 87 today, but I feel like that's not realistic. Okay, actually, it is a pretty significant difference between Nidoran and this. The squeeze. Because it's the difference between 260 and 190. That's like 70 additional encounters per hour. I can't do math. Counting in brain is hard. Wait, ugh. I'm gonna have to stay up because my stupid battery pack isn't... It has no charge, and I can't use my charger right now because guess what my charger is? It's my Nintendo Switch charger. And do you know how I have to use my capture card to capture the stuff that's on my Switch? Yeah, by plugging it in. I have to use the power cord. So I'm using the Switch cord on my Switch instead of on my phone. So I can't charge it. Ooh, the game wants to give me a Palmy so bad. It wants to give me a Noibat so bad. It wants to give me a Dedenne so bad. I'm talking about sleep, by the way. I hope I get a female shiny Eevee so... I want one. Harkening back. Harken. Why do I say this now? Last year I did radaring to get a shiny Eevee in the trophy garden. First of all, that shit was ass. I did not realize Eevee had such a low catch rate. Second of all, I wanted to get a female one, which was already a mistake. But it took like hours in between each encounter, and this was at a 40 chain, so this was at the max odds. The funniest thing that happened is that it had been like an hour since my last one. And then I use my radar, and I get not one, but 2 shiny patches on the same proc. And I'm mad, because I can only get one. I pick one, it's not female, I'm not surprised, but that one's an Espeon. It only took me 3 to get the female, who's a Flareon. Which you know what, that was the game's way of making up for me, or making it up to me, taking like 14 attempts to get a male Skitty. So I have far too many. I have over 2 full parties of shiny female Skitty just chilling in my Pearl and my Platinum. I don't know what to do with them. Who wants a shiny Skitty from Gen 4? At least those ones were easier to catch. Doing radar when you're not prepared fucking sucks. Pick something with a high catch rate, please. Don't do Ditto. No, you can do Ditto, but like lead with a Magikarp. Don't do Eevee. Don't do Larvitar. Don't do Beldum. You're gonna cry. The only good part about that Eevee chain is that I was allowed to cheat, because this was in my French game, and the person who owned that game before me was, or they use their they use their action replay to get themselves max items. So I had 1,000 Master Balls to work with. Do Larvitar and Beldum. No, you can, but you're not gonna have a good time. Beldum especially, because that one has a catch rate of 3, so you basically have to catch 40 legendaries in a row. And Beldum can kill itself. So that one would be an interesting one. Larvitar isn't as bad, but it's always given me way too much trouble, so I've not bothered with it. Gligar is also kind of annoying, and I know because they're on the same route. Beldum can kill itself? Wow, it's just like me for real. I would appreciate if we didn't joke about that. It's okay, but don't do it again. Imagine your favorite Pokemon is Beldum and all you want is for it to be shiny. If... There are better ways to do it. There are better ways to do it. But literally, when did they update Beldum's moveset? Because I want to say it was Gen 8. It may have been I think it was Gen 8. Is Metagross even in Swish? Okay, I might be a liar. More recent edition, it has Tackle instead of Takedown. Because the thing is that it had Takedown, which meant that it would always take recoil damage. Sar. Yeah. You would have to contest with the catch rate of a legendary, and it's constantly taking recoil. My dreams, my shiny Beldum blown into a million pieces. It would be so heartbreaking. So that's why if you really want one and you don't want it to do that, you would like breed it, but that would suck. I nearly feel like giving it Tackle instead of Takedown gives it less character. It does! It was really funny. Also, what? Oh, wait, never mind. Wait, no. What was the capture card sound active this entire time? Like when people pick the Reggie trio to start a random Nuzlocke. No, that shit's also funny. It's a little annoying because you would just have to reset. Was it? It was on, I don't know. It was unmuted at least for a while on my screen. It's this new fucking OBS update. I swear to God, I hate updating OBS. Every single time something goes wrong. Okay, it's good that you couldn't tell. But they changed the look of the audio mixer, and it sucks. The things that, like, you know, show if something is muted or not is way smaller and harder to see. Which, I don't know why they would do that. That's very strange. Okay, and back to Beldum, I understand why they did it. It was probably like, alright, you know, we want people to actually catch things. We don't want something that's just gonna... I can't even say that. We want things that are gonna be more attainable to catch. We don't want it to be super rare, and also it's just gonna die from recoil. But at the same time, they give a Pokemon like Minior, at the level you find it, explosion moves, sometimes 2 explosion moves. That thing is gonna explode twice. Why? It's so dumb to catch for literally no reason. 2? Yeah, it can learn explosion and self-destruct from level up, I believe. And at least in Sun and Moon and Scarlet and Violet, when you encounter them, it will know one of them. You know what? I need to sanity check myself because I don't want to spread misinformation about that critter that I love. Oh my god. Part of what I was doing earlier, thinking about liminal spaces. I was thinking about... I was making a mystery dungeon team in my head of of weird critters that would make sense in weird spaces. And I'm like, ooh, Minior. But I'm like, is that just because I like Minior? Yes. But also, it is a weird looking little fella. Not many people like Minior like I like Minior. It's the picture of the dog and the post-it notes that says explode and explode twice. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I understand. Wait, 1771. That's a satisfying looking number. What's the best Minior core color and why is it purple? Yeah, explosion, double edge, self-destruct. This thing can learn self-destruct, takedown, double edge, and explosion. That's so funny. But yeah, it probably doesn't know them at the same time. Because self-destruct is... I was just looking at it, and this is Gen 9. Was like level 27, and explosion was 50. But it can learn... If I had a nickel for every explosion move that Minior could learn, it just wanted to be free. It wants to go back to the sky. It can't go back to the sky if it's in a million jelly-covered pieces. It especially doesn't make sense, because isn't the lore is that it has the hard outer shell to, like, protect it from the atmosphere, because the inner body is, like, really weak and can't be exposed for that long? Why can it explode in multiple ways? It's already gonna explode from being unshelled. No yawn. Why can't the... because F you, Minior lovers. That was literally what it felt like in 20... When did Sun and Moon come out? 2015? Yeah, 2015. Me trying to catch a Minior, and they literally all exploded. It took me so long to catch one. Because you can't weaken it because it'll explode. And you can't throw a ball at it at full health because it's not going to catch and then it's going to explode. This shell to stop me from exploding. Oh, hold on. Someone just looked at me. Achoo! It's not even that it explodes if it's unshelled. I think it just, like... You know what? We're reading the lore. That's right. Does it even say in any specificity? Mutated nanoparticles? It's apparently made of nanoparticles, whatever that means. Wait, although its outer shell is uncommonly durable, the shock of falling to the ground smashes the shell to smithereens. That's brutal. Poor baby. Yeah, if its core stays exposed, it'll soon die off. But it's possible that it may survive if it's put into a Pokeball. Thank you, Pokemon Moon. Good grief. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Welcome to Vera's Lore Corner. We're reading Pokédex entries. Oh, meteor form versus core form. I see. So the core form is about the core. And the shell form is about the shell. Sorry, where it becomes food for stronger Pokemon. Who's eating it? When it tries to run away, it falls to the ground. Who's the natural predator of Minior? I'm gonna fucking get you. Is it Razzlequaz? It probably is. Me? I'm gonna get you. I can't believe if it stays exposed, it'll fucking die. It probably just tastes like dust. It probably tastes disgusting. It does look like a candy, but I'm thinking practically it's made of dust. and rock. Considering it's a space rock, Behem? Maybe. I'm just trying to think, all right, who's commonly depicted in space? And I'm like, Rayquaza bullying the fuck out of Deoxys for no reason. Fuck you, Rayquaza. Leave Deoxys alone. I got beef with Razzlequaz. Wait. The Ultra Beasts. They don't really live in space, do they? They live in alternate dimensions. Which you may say, that's the same. And I'll be like, well, in all the places you encounter them, they're on a planet. It's just a weird planet. Or it's in the grass. Ooh. Thinking about the wormholes. What's everyone's favorite Ultra Beast? Ooh boy. The longer time goes on, the more I want... the more I want Poipole to be my favorite. Why is it Poipole? Guzzlord? Wrong. Bzzzt. Wrong, but it's an opinion. Hello, my Joy-Con. Hello? Oh, I didn't pick it up. That fucking monkey that I hate. Unfortunate. Is it a setting? I like Xurkitree. Correct answer. Correct answer. Ding, 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 ding. And Blacephalon. Oh my god, those are my favorites. Kartana. That checks out. I think so. I was just lazy to swap it. Well, if you hate it so much, then you should swap it. Xurkitree. No Nihilego lovers. I love that weird jellyfish. It's just not a weird cable Christmas tree. I like Guzzlord because he's funny looking and I think his name is funny too. True. He's the Lord of Guzzling. Okay. He is eating the fuck out of that city. And you know, that whole wormhole is so strange because it feels... We all know saying Pheromosa is a red flag. Why is it a red flag? Anyway, wait, the whole thing with Guzzlord is you have this dude in a hazmat suit and the town is all destroyed and the music is all fucked up. But then they're like, oh wait, no, Guzzlord actually didn't do all this. It's just kind of here. It's just kind of here. Eating all the shit that's left behind. People like Pheromosa for reasons. Yeah, obviously people like Pheromosa for reasons. I'm wondering why you have a problem with that. Yeah, that cockroach looks like a... She just looks like a human woman. No freaking wonder people like it. And I like it, but I'm like, it's definitely one of the least interesting Ultra Beasts to me. Like, it's fine. Because there are so many better bugs that are far more bug-like. Okay, but consider that people... I was gonna say... People... are... It's in the same vein as Lopunny and Gardevoir. That's what I'm trying to say and can't find the words for. People are weird about the very humanoid, feminine-leaning designs. It's not surprising to me. Imagine thinking bug anthros are hot and your example is human woman number 6. People are fucking boring. Alright? Be so fucking for real. Most people are fucking boring. And they have boring taste. If you're hear me out as Pheromosa, shut up. That's not a hear me out. That's a human woman. And yeah, Buzzwole is the worst. Why is it like that? I like Lopunny for its design. I think it's cute. I don't want people to sexualize it. I agree. But unfortunately, people are really annoying. You can't say you like something like Lopunny or Gardevoir or... God, what else? I don't know. Fucking Serena. Although Serena's not popular, so I feel like nobody cares. Or Vaporeon without anyone going like, haha, do you like it for those reasons? Shut up! Braixen. Oh yeah, Braixen, Lucario. Oh my god, what else? I don't know. No, I think it's cute. Sorry. Sorry that I have good taste. If we're talking about Ultra Beast, my favorite is Nihilego. Nihilego, enjoyer! Yeah! I was just talking. Man, no love for Nihilego. I love that jellyfish, although my favorite is Xurkitree. That fox that I like playing as in Pokken. I thought you hated Braixen in Pokken. Meowscarada? Don't talk to me about Meowscarada. That one makes me sad. I'm sorry that I like my silly little magician cat. Why do you have to give it enormous titties? You can give it enormous titties. But why? Forgot to... I got D&D right now. Y'all have a good night. Have fun at D&D. I've done way too many DAs for a shiny Nihilego and haven't gotten it. I am so sorry to hear that. I hope it is on the easier side of DAs. No, Pombon, paws on the ground. You don't know what'll happen. Ugh. I see sexualized art of Meowscarada and I look away. In my brain, I'm like... Well, there are some humanoid starters that I like. There are some bipedal starters that I like. But in my heart, I do not want it in this instance. All of the final evolutions of the fire starters, except for Skeledirge, are bipedal. Fun fact, I think. We've been over this. It's an easy one, but I've done like 40 and nothing, and I have Charm, my friend. Oh wait, do you mean nothing at all? Like no phases? That's crazy. Anyway, I do hate to break it to you, but 1 in 100 means you're gonna be doing at least 100 for Nihilego. I am so sorry, it's statistics. Primarina, she's so pretty. People hated Popplio so much. Have we moved on as a society? Have we grown? Do we love Popplio now? We should. I don't think I've gotten anything, but I have no idea. It's been a sec since I hunted that thing. All right, fair enough. I've never gotten terribly unlucky with DAs, but I've also not done that many because I do not like them. But I've hunted Necrozma and Tapu Koko that way. And for both of them, finding the raid was harder than getting the shiny. Popplio was my first starter when I played Moon for the first time. Yeah! Popplio! Woo! I've always loved Popplio. Seeing the resurgence of Popplio hate because people don't like the cute new Gecko starter. No, literally, that's what I was thinking of. Seeing Gecko hate, I'm like, this is the same image. I've seen this before. If I had a nickel for every single weird, unthinly veiled misogynist hate for a water starter on an anniversary, I'd have 2. Which is so... How the fuck has it happened twice? Why are people being homophobic towards that weird-ass gecko? I say weird affectionately. I love Gekwa. But it looked funky. I love it. Real though, can we please have a Primarina regional form that has a more circus theme? Please! Please! As someone who's loved Popplio, Subble, Quaxley, and the Gecko. People... I was gonna say, I don't want to call them homophobic, I don't want to call them sexist, but you know what? Some of y'all are homophobic and sexist, so I'll seize it as I seize it. I need to stop because I thought of Tectone. I gotta stop. Don't talk to me about Gekwa. I'm not a Quaxley fan, but Gekwa is adorable. I like Quaxley. I don't care for the evolutions. I think Quaquaval is... it looks too skinny, and its legs look a little odd, but I don't hate it. It's fine. Ugh. Yeah, anyway, TLDR, if you're calling the water starters a slur, you need to touch grass. Critical need of touching grass. You're a fucking loser. Quaquaval, I'm sorry, I meant Mirror Bee. Okay, but Mirror Bee's got cool hair. And he got a cool song. Quaquaval, it's just a little odd. And you know what? I agree with like the, how is this song played like 4 times? It's fine. We're talking about Ultra Beasts. We need Mirror Bee back with Quaquaval and Ludicolo's and stuff in tow. I feel like that'll never happen because I don't think they'd canonize the main series crossing over with Coliseum and XD. Most of the non-queer Pokemon Twitter, Broughton Pombon is baby, and I fucking hate that gecko. Meanwhile, one's an Angry Bird and the other is a literal puppy. I like all of them. But people have no fun and whimsy in their hearts. And meanwhile, it feels like every single queer person is like, oh, I love that cunty little gecko. So, things that make me go, They will never make me hate any of them. They're cute. Little Bean. Gecko with eyelashes. My dog, but orange. I like Brout. I will see how it evolves. We've been over this. I am optimistic for the evolutions. Of Gecko specifically, but also for Brout. They're all perfect, but the Gecko is the perfectest. I want to pick Gecko. Why the hell did they have to make Pombon look like my dog? Of course I'm gonna pick the one that looks like my dog. That's why I drew it in black and white. That's why it's on my screen. Go, my dog. Those trailers only came out less than a month ago. Feels like it's been a year. Go, Daisy. Literally what's gonna happen. Saw a black and white dog the other day named Daisy. Holy shit, you saw a spiritual clone of Daisy. Completely different breed, but same name and colors. Don't worry, don't worry. Whenever we go out and we see, like, some sort of Pomeranian adjacent dog, we'll be like, oh my god, it's a Daisy. And if it's, like, a brown dog, it's like, oh my god, brown-colored Daisy. Or blonde-colored Daisy. White-colored Daisy. Yeah, all dogs are my dog if they're anywhere Pomeranian adjacent. Daisy regional variants. No, you're cooking, you're cooking. On one hand, Pombon Shiny being white like Toby Fox. On the other hand, Shiny Pombon being black like my dog. On the third hand, it'll be none of those. It'll be like teal. Brout is either going to evolve into a consensus of weirdest starter of all time or a top 5, and it's not in between. We're of the same mind. I'm like, it's either gonna knock it out of the park or I'm gonna hate it. It's gonna be snot green, isn't it? I didn't want to say it. I'm not introducing that energy into the universe. Please don't be green. Anyway, I definitely think Daisy would be part... I want to say she'd be part ground type. But then, she doesn't like digging. She just likes sniffing stuff on the ground. No, she's not. She doesn't eat grass enough to be grass. It's already piss yellow with the green eyebrows, so yeah. Oh, I thought we were talking about Pombon. You know what? If Brout Shiny turned to like a seafoam green turquoise, that'd be pretty swag. I don't know what type she'd be. I'd have to think about it. It'd be so easy to say that she's normal type. But I'm like, that's so boring. She's bug type after all those worms that she ate years ago. Thankfully, she's not done that again. As far as we know. There's like 4 water starters that have greenish shinies. Yeah, so I'm saying that I don't want that shit again. Do a Mudkip. What are they? I'm like, okay, Blastoise. Ew, yucky. What are the other ones? Bug ground type? Okay, I am convinced that she would be some type of ground type. I'd have to think about the other one. Part of me wants to say fairy, but in a sense of like fae, because we always joke about her being a liar and a manipulator, lightheartedly, because when we first adopted her, she was very mild-mannered. And she didn't like playing with toys necessarily. But she was very excitable. And then, of course, as soon as we adopt her, she goes bonkers bananas at 2 a.m., barking her little head off. And everyone who looks at her is like, wow, great dog. She looks lovely. And it's like, no, this is a little hellion. She's a demon gremlin. Oh, so a trickster. That's very fey-coded. Exactly. But I mean it in a nice and silly way, because she doesn't mean anything bad by it. She's just protecting the place that she sees as her space. She doesn't understand that the rustling of the leaves is not coming to attack her. She doesn't understand that the squirrels are not coming to attack her. But she does bark at, like, kinda everything. So what are you gonna do about it? Does anyone have any final Evo starter type ideas? Well, speaking of fairy types, I know that a lot of people have said that, they want Pombon to be fire fairy, and I think that would be fun. Do we have any fire fairy types? I don't know. So I think that would be silly. Also, having a big fluffy fairy dog sounds cute. And then the other ones I don't. I feel like I said that maybe it would be cool if Brout was a ground type. I don't care if it's quad weak to ice. We don't have any yet? Okay, good. No leak. In traditional British folklore, there's two kinds of fairy, goblins and hobgoblins. Hobgoblins are tricksters, those that like to play pranks, but can generally be helpful. Goblins are malicious and will attempt to kill. Oh my goodness. Fire fairy isn't a thing yet, but I really want them to make a will-o'-the-wisp Pokemon with that type. Oh my god. I just like fire types. And I like fairy types. Maybe Brout being like a grass rock type might be interesting as well. I don't want it to be a flying type. I'd be okay with it being a fighting type. And in terms of Gekwa, I mean, I can be Copium and say dragon would be cool, but that's definitely not going to happen. Oh no, grass is also not going to happen because they'd never do that. I have no idea for Gekwa. Why do we have no flying grass types other than Tropius? Rowlet. I know you said like. But I don't know. Tropius is just special. Would be cool if there was like a whimsical fire guardian who's fire fairy but a special attacker. What do you mean but a special attacker? I feel like fire and fairy very often trend towards special attack. Rowlet becomes grass ghost for Decidueye. Okay, but Rowlet is a grass flying type. You can keep it as a Rowlet if you want. That's what I intend to do. when I play through Ultra Sun, I'm gonna have a Rowlet, and it will stay a Rowlet forever. I like Rowlet. I like Decidueye, but I like Rowlet more. Because I could be like, oh, it's that plushie that sits on my bed. I'm just trying to, for Gekwa, I'm trying to envision in my mind what I want it to become. Like, what the final evolution would look like. And in my brain, it's just a really big, fat fuck lizard. Like, on the top of some swamp, and you're looking up at it from below because you're at the bottom of the swamp. I don't know where you're there, but, like, you know, you do you. So I'm like, what type would that be? I don't know. Like a ground type, a grass type? Oh, most fairy types are physical attackers, and if it's a guardian, it would give off physical attacker, which is not what I want. See, in my brain, fairy types are like Gardevoir, Sylveon, which are special. But then it's like, oh, well, I love Mawile, but in my brain, Mawile's a steel type. And a Azumarill, who in my brain is a water type. Or Fizz. I think it'd be cool if Gekwa became water electric. Okay, that would be so swag. But I have no idea what a water electric Pokemon would look like that isn't named Chinchou. Because I'd be like, it's just Chinchou. They already peaked. They can't make a better one. Wow. I'd like for starter, one starter to become like an ice type. Not any of these, particularly, just in general. I think it would be cool if we had a starter that evolved to be an ice type. They should have a generation of starters where they all evolve and all of them gain a secondary typing that is grass, fire, water. Just cause. I think it would be neat. Tell that to Gen 9 making Rabsca thinking that it could ever top Orbeetle with a name like that. Fucking Rabsca? Are you for fucking real? We're getting mad at Rabsca again. Let me revise my statement. Most of the recent fairy types, Gen 8 plus, are physical attackers. Fair enough. My perception of them is not. I was thinking of Hatena recently as well. It was on my tier list. It was on my tier list of weird, fucked up little Pokemon to put in weird spaces. Like, Hatena is so weird. I love it. Why does it have a party hat? It's so cute. But in my brain, it just barely misses the mark because, to me, a Mystery Dungeon team should have 3 Pokemon max. It makes the most sense for them to be a trio in my brain, so I have to pick 3. How Hatena isn't Psychic Fairy still blows my mind. It isn't? I mean, Hatterene is, isn't it? I'll tell you why it isn't. It's because of Bead. That probably is dead-ass the reason. The reason is so that he could have a psychic type on his team that evolves into a fairy type because character development or whatever. Not like that game has much in the way of character development, but I noticed. Hatena and Hatterene are both pure psychic, and Hatterene is psychic fairy. Okay, well then, see previous statement. It might not be, but it makes sense. So I believe it. Go my conspiracy theory. And honestly, now that you say it, you're literally so right. Exactly! But I'm like, would they make a Pokemon type specifically correlating with a character, or would they be made at different times? I don't know. But I'm like, the way that it plays out, it literally makes so much sense that it's probably it. Because his ace, yeah, it's his ace and he becomes a fairy trainer. Exactly. But I don't know when in the game making process they decide what types everything is. If so, someone should have said, hey, this Obstagoon thing sucks. Take it out of the game. We don't want Obstagoon. Just have it be Zigzagoon and Linoon and buff Linoon's stats. Make it like a final evolution. Don't make it suck. Delete this Obstagoon guy. I really want a starter trio where they all gain types that are strong against the types that they're weak to. So fire gains electric for water, water gains bug for grass, and grass gains rock for fire. But then bug would be neutral against the grass type because it's rock, and rock resists bug. But yes, having a bug starter would be cool. Obstagoon is very cool, though. I really hate Obstagoon. I hate it so much. And it's because I love Linoon, and I really like Galarian Zigzagoon in Linoon. So I'm like, oh, you just made it like a guy. I don't like it. Why is he looking at me like that? Go away. That's not a Linoon evolution. That's a different Pokemon. Bug is neutral on... It is? I did not know that. Today I learned. That would have been nice to know for my stupid freaking hidden power testing last time, which I'm 99.9% sure is fighting on my Pidgeot, which is cool. But remembering all those type charts and how they interact with dual types is not fun. Oh my god, soft reset. Thank you. Is it bad that I really want to make it to 1984? I really want to make it to 1987. The closest trios for this are Gen 6, 7, and 9. Yeah. I mean, I think in Gen 6, you just have to shift around the secondary typings. They're the opposite of what you want. Anyway, wait, I don't even think I mentioned it. They gotta stop giving the starters jobs. That's my biggest complaint. Whoever said that they give the starters jobs, I agree, and they need to stop. It was cool in Gen 6, but now it's like you can't give your starter a personality because they all evolve to be the same thing. Your Masquerada is a magician. Your Incineroar is a wrestler. Your Inteleon is ugly and also a spy. They gotta stop with that. They gotta chill. Gen 6. Wait! Gekwa! Water poison! Poison type would be really cool. Anyway. Water dark, fire psychic, grass fighting. Yeah, fairy dark, ghost. Ghost dark fighting. Yeah, but I wanted to go in reverse. Yeah. So that's why I said kind of like Gen 6, but in the other way. In the other way being, instead of Delphox, like, super countering Chestnut, Chestnut would have the psychic type, and Delphox would have the fighting type, and Greninja would be there. Similar idea, but in the opposite direction. Anyway, would it be mean to say that I think that it's Greninja's fault? It's Greninja's fault that they have jobs now. But at the same time, it's so funny that they went so hard on Greninja because it was so marketable. They even gave it its own form in the anime. And then they're like, no, 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 we hate Ash Greninja. Ash Greninja does not exist anymore. Okay. Like, hee hee, lol. Greninja would exist in a corner, far away, in the darkness, not acknowledged, considered lesser, berated, and mocked for being terrible. I had a brain connection just now. I don't like Greninja in the same way that I don't like Blastoise. They take the parts that I like of the pre-evolutions and just gone. They take away the bubble scarf and they make it a weird tongue scarf. They take away the wings and like the fluffy tail, and they give it a dinky little tail and water cannons. Where did those come from? That's why I don't like them. Interesting connection. I love Froakie so much, but Greninja is one of those Pokemon that's so popular, I don't like it. I love Frogadier. Frogadier. I'm ripping off my shirt, and underneath it is another shirt that says, I love Frogadier. And I don't like Greninja. Frogadier should be the final evolution. That's my guy. Tonguetail? Ew. Tongue scarf. What if it's like water, poison, fire, fairy, grass, ground? See, but that wouldn't get the full triangle effect. Well, what's weak against fairy? Everything. Like dragon, dark. I don't think I'd like another grass dark starter in a row. What else? I don't know. That's good against poison. Yeah, you run into a trouble. There's not many pure triangles. I feel like having another grass ground starter would be weird. I guess. I just like, I think because a lot of grass or a lot of ground types have like bigger, bulkier designs. I just think the idea of having a big honkin' bird is cool. I want a big honkin' bird. Good, there's another even better blue frog Pokemon presenting Frogadier. I'm like, what other ones are there? Seismitoad, Poliwrath, kind of, except that thing's not a frog. That's an abomination. Is there another one? Probably. Krogunk. Oh, yeah! But to me, Krogunk is purple. But you're right. Krogunk does dunk on all of them, except I like Frogadier more. Out of all the Gen 6 starters and their evolutions, Frogadier is the best one. And then Chespin. And then Fennekin. And then Delphox. And then the other ones. But I like Delphox a lot more because I used it on my ZA DLC team. That thing's Mega is crazy cool. If its Mega sucked, I would not like it as much. They even almost fixed Chestnut. Krogunk poison jabbing Brock every time he tries to flirt, but then when they meet Cynthia, Krogunk doesn't because he respects a baddie. Hell yeah. But also, what is it, Joy and Jenny? Are you dissing on them? What the heck? Is it Brock's fault that I thought having like the overly flirty, perverted character was just like a trope that had to be in every show? For Jenny, yeah, ACAB. You know what? True. I don't think Krogunk knows about that, though. You know what? If Krogunk knows, respect. People be saying ACAB, but when Leon Resident Evil walks on screen, things that make me go, what is it about that man? About that very man of all time man? Is it the wet dogness? Where'd everyone go? Bingo? Whoa, that's like the 5th time you've said that. I'm not actually keeping track. I'm almost fishing for it, to be honest. We're almost at 1884. That's kind of like 1984. I'll probably stop at 1900, though. Oh. I was gonna soft reset without checking it. Docile. Well, I'm almost at 2K. Let me see. I started it out at 1,400. So we did about 500 in 3 hours. That's not terrible. Ugh. Woof. Wait, Catboy is fishing? I never would have guessed. I wouldn't expect them to fish. No, not the Catboy. Not me. No, they're not gonna fish. Not Catboy. No. Me when I... Alright. We're loading up rift fishing. Need to get this goddamn eevee. And I can name it Fish. Okay, question. Does anyone know why people started saying fit instead of fish? I hate it. I hate it so much. Say fish. Fish is a perfect word. I've been meaning to load up rift fishing, but I keep forgetting. Ooh. I'm sending the brainwaves to you. Stop. Grr. I don't know, but people keep on saying duh as well, and I'm like, what is duh? Is it dick? You can just say duh. That's what I'm saying. I know it has to be butchered AAVE somehow. But when 12-year-olds are out here saying ah, there's something about it that like I feel like an old man sitting on my chair looking at the kids running around near my lawn, and I'm just like shaking my head. People saying goofy I hate it. I don't want... Why are you saying this, child? You can say ass. I promise it's okay. You can say ass. Never catch me saying fi on purpose. Fishing. Goofy is such a good word. It is. That's an S tier word. It's so whimsy, but it's also so dunking on you, goofy ass. Bring back whimsical insulting. So that way when you pull out the fucking dumbass, it hits a little harder. Bam. 1890. No, not my goofy ass. Not me, the clown, who might be a goofy ass clown girl. Caught being silly goofy. Busted. Nothing's gonna happen. I just caught you being silly. Me when I get you. That's what that hand is. When I say me when I get you, that's what I'm envisioning. I'm envisioning me grabbing you through the screen and just like, but you're like small and you fit in my hand, and I just like jostle you around a little. And then I put you down. Except if it's me talking about like a company. Me when I freaking get you company. Then I'm like throwing you into the wall. Gay cat. It's so silly. I don't know what the context for using this is. I just like it. I'm being wall thrown now? No! This is for me talking about company that I don't like. It's for when I think about insurance. I'm me when I freaking get you insurance. I think it's funny. I think it's funny too. But I'm like, when would I use this? I don't know. But it's there if you want it. Fuck. Man, man, I get to browse through my wish list for discounted games that I want when my phone charges. Yippee. Thank you for the hydrate and the posture. Hydrate. I need to refill my second water bottle. Meep. Getting ads in the last few minutes of stream. Unfortunate. Oh, if only there was a way to avoid them. If only there was a way to avoid them. Good riddance. If only there was a way for me to, like, talk for hours at a time and not get hiccups. I'm yawning. I see the gay cat. Ah, I didn't check it. Every time I accidentally reset without checking it, you just... I go in my brain, okay, that was definitely the shiny. It's Schrodinger's shiny. Okay, yeah, that was another one that I had. I don't know when this would be used. But I'm like, okay, this rules. It's just a bunch of walk cycles. Oh, what a good episode. If the actor for Patchy ever did anything bad, I'm gonna cry. Just methodically taking down all the pictures, swiping every single thing, unmaking the bed. Okay, bro. Wait. This is the last encounter. And woman eevee. She's not shiny. But that's okay. Because I'm still highly under odds. And I didn't expect it to happen. It's 12:11. It's freaking late. No, don't know. We'll do this again later. I might draw on Thursday if I'm feeling and if my hands aren't hurting. But I could also do this on Thursday, like I have been since February. Yeah, it is Furret Walk music. Because... yeah, I don't know why, it just is. Okay, but does the music sound walky? Or does it only sound walky because we associate it with Furret Walk? Thinking. Interesting. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me. So, I will say goodnight to you. Good night. Or I guess, good time zone. Happy time zone. That music does sound walky. The little woodwind does that. Yes. Good night. And by good night, I mean I stay up for half an hour charging my phone.